Welcome to our virtual event celebrating the reopening of the Dobbs Ferry Embassy Community Center. With me today, I'd like to acknowledge Trustee Nicole Sullivan, Trustee Christine Nell, Trustee Maura Darazi, former Mayor Hartley Kinnett, Acting Village Administrator Ed Manley, Parks and Recreation Superintendent Kendra Garrison, Trustee Jeff Shooter, Jennifer Dorman, Village Clerk, Liz Draper, Building Inspector Dan Homer, Senior Advocate Abby Kinnett, and DPW Foreman Steve Trezor. Thank you everybody for being here. Unfortunately, this event had to be celebrated virtually, but we promise that we will hold a bigger, better, splashier event when event circumstances permit us to do so. However, we felt it was important to show the residents of Dobbs Ferry that this project is completed, and we want to show you the inside of it and show you how great a job that has been done. So we thought we would take you on a virtual tour and show you the inside. As you can imagine, it took the efforts of many people to achieve this result. And I'm sure I'll leave people out, and I apologize in advance. The first step in a project of this size, especially with a village of our size, is always the hardest step. So I'd like to acknowledge former Mayor Hartley Kinnett for having the vision to start this project. Hartley, along with Deputy Mayor Vic Golio and the rest of the trustees throughout the years, took the first step in making this process happen. The grants were applied for, the funds were allocated, so thank you, Hartley. I'd also like to thank former Mayor Bob McLaughlin, who picked up and ran with it and came to this location quite often to see that progress is being made. I'd also like to thank former Village Administrator Charlene Delicato, current Acting Village Administrator Ed Manley, the Superintendent of Rec, Kendra, and again, Steve Trezor, Dan for the Building Department. Also the efforts of Steve Gifford, Kathy Kay, Mark Legerio, Jay Rary, Jillian Harnett, Carol Kearns, Joe Lucchese, and a special thanks to our senior advocate, Abby Kinnett. Wave so we can see.
Thank you, Mayor.
A project of this size, as you could imagine, takes a lot of money. And as I've indicated, we've over the years have done a lot to secure funding. But a special thank you to Assemblyman Tom Abenanti, who is happy to throw his support behind this project and secure the necessary funding to expand this well-used senior program. Funding was also provided to us by the Environmental Protection Fund as administered by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation through its Climate Smart Communities program, and by the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority Clean Energy Communities program. These critical funds have contributed to the facility's high efficiency heating and cooling system, making this an important warming and cooling center for our community. We have improved the insulation, the solar panels on the roof, a backup generator, LED lighting, upgraded the commercial kitchen with Energy Star appliances, a bathroom and entrances that are ADA compliant. And this will be a comfortable and cost-efficient facility for our community to use for gatherings, celebrations for many years to come. So now we're going to do the ribbon cutting. And after we cut the ribbon, we will give you a virtual tour of the inside of this beautiful facility. Hartley, trustees, yeah, come on. Yeah, trustees. But why should everybody now? Abby?
Hooray!
Abby and Kendra will lead us on this virtual tour.
So as we enter through the new automatic ADA compliant doors, we come into the lobby. And this portion of the building is an addition, as you see from the old exterior brick wall forward to the new wall, the stall addition. And this here is the office for rec staff. Kendra can tell you what services can be rendered here.
So you can come down and register for pool, day camp, any of our after school programs, basically any of our recreation programs. This will be the place that you'll come.
So this door was the main entrance to the whole building. You had to go through the auditorium to get to the rest of the building. Now with this addition, we can just walk down this hall. Anybody coming in for an event there can go directly in and utilize the rest of disturbing that.
One thing that's great about this hallway is this big bulletin board, fantastic for the seniors, many that don't have computers, so they can really find out about so many of our activities just by looking at postings, as well as other village minutes and meetings and things like that. I love the bulletin board.
As we turn into this next hall, we have the newly renovated bathrooms with all no hands-free fixtures and lighting. All ADA compliant as well. All the lighting is energy. The building is fully sprinklered now, making it safer to use. And as we come here, this is the other entrance to this large auditorium. Come into this beautiful room with the high ceilings. You see how large it is, and so many different events can happen here. When designing for this room, because of the high ceilings, we utilize in-floor radiant heat, keeping the energy down where people are occupying it and using it, making it more efficient. On this wall, we have closet space, an access door to the new mechanical room with the high efficiency boilers and AC units up above, and another room with Sonos equipment so that you could wirelessly stream music during events to the speakers in the ceiling. Abby and Kendrick can tell you what use you could use here.
So in this big space here, we'll be doing preschool programs, children's programs, and even adult programs. And if you want to, you can either rent it out for parties or your special events. And now I'm going to pass it over to Abby to talk about some of the senior stuff that'll happen here.
Well, most of you know we do serve lunch Monday through Friday for seniors. Wonderful nutritious lunches provided by Greenberg, many of which are attended by quite a few people. Our parties, we've had up to 100, if not more. So really, we use this space quite a lot. We also have a lot of wonderful intergenerational programs. We have Monday movies, bingo. So we really are looking forward to using this space quite a lot and are thrilled by it.
As we walk back down the hall, we see the pass-through from the renovated kitchen. We usually access food into this room. This newly renovated kitchen was done with funds from Tom Abenanti's office for all these high efficiency energy. From the toaster to the range, we have this convection oven, which cooks very quickly. Refrigerators and freezers. As you come down the hall, you see other small items like the appliance lower section and rec department offices right here. Continuing down, we get to the senior lounge.
The senior lounge is something that the seniors will be absolutely thrilled about. It'll be a great place to start your day with a cup of coffee, chatting with your friends and neighbors. There's a television and a fireplace. The fireplace was provided through the generosity of a community member, which we thank so much for thinking of our seniors. There will be lots of comfortable furniture, sofas, and tables in here, so whether you want to start a puzzle or to just even chat with your neighbor, this is a wonderful starting point and place for the seniors. This is really exciting.
So continuing down the hall to the last room in the community center. And this portion is also an addition. This is a large social room with a lot of windows and a beautiful view of the Hudson. So Abby and Kendrick, please talk to this use also.
So this is another great space that you could rent for parties or your special events. It will also be a spot for us to do fitness programs, preschool programs, children's activities, and of course some senior activities that Abby's going to talk about.
Well, as many of the folks know that have participated in our exercise classes, Tai Chi, yoga, we only could have 20 to 22 people in our previous space. There was always a waiting list. So now we've got this great, beautiful space that we'll be able to accommodate more after our social distancing days are over. And we also have a beautiful view. They can play bridge and mahjong. We have quite a few afternoon activities that everybody's looking forward to using this beautiful space as well.
So at the end of our tour here, I'd like to invite the mayor to talk to you about a more formal opening later.
As you saw, we have a great building here. We're very excited about what's going to come up in the future. Unfortunately, we can't do anything now. So please look forward, look on our website for all the exciting programs that we're going to have for everyone in the future. And again, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to servicing our village in the near future. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.